And welcome back to another new model. This is the second model I built getting back into modelling. This is Spike Car, or Raider Spike Car, as I nicknamed it. It's based on the Revell's Fiat 131 rally car kit. There's a quick snippet of what the box art shows it's supposed to look like. Yeah, so it's clearly inspired by the Buzzards from Mad Max Road. If you want to stick around, I might talk about how I built the highway at the end. Unfortunately, I don't really have any pre-production photos of this when I was making this. I'd only just got back into model building. I took some photos of the junker, if you've seen that video before, because I got stuck at some point, but this one was just pretty straightforward from beginning to end. Being as I'd started this kit so long ago and just found it in a box, I'd lost the windshield, the windows, should I say. So I kind of came up with the idea of just armour plating the windows. I didn't have any real cutting tools other than scissors, so I ended up just using a Dremel to cut out the windows, which gives it this rough look. But considering I decided to make the car like a raider vehicle, and in my universe the raiders just abuse their vehicles until they just don't work anymore and really don't maintain them in any real shape or form, hence all the rust. It just kind of went with the idea, like went with it. Obviously put some bars over the windows just to stop anyone from jabbing any spears or anything in there and harming the driver. Yeah, the doors and the boot and the bonnet kind of opens, but it's not attached. Unfortunately, this door opens, but it's kind of cut off by this spike. But I'll quickly give you a glimpse. Ducks in the background. Right. I'll show some better images at the end. Yeah. Just get rid of that stick. Just because I've got a big hand, that's all you can kind of see in through the slit at the back, but there's not much there. The boot does open, but like I said, it's just got nothing in there. The camera's not going to focus, so I'm not going to waste time. There's nothing in there, nothing really. Might get a better look on the interior with this door opening. Yeah, so I did initially use an airbrush to paint this vehicle. As with everything that went wrong when I was building the junker, I decided to don't you start. Start using an airbrush, as it had the results were a lot better. Unfortunately, I'd made the mistake of gluing all the spikes on the car before painting, which just, if you're going to put spikes and stuff on a car and you're going to paint this, you'd probably best off paint it, because you just get tons of build-up paint around where the spikes are, and it ruins the effect. So in the end, it's mostly covered with the rust effect, because you can barely see the yellow paint scheme underneath. Yeah, I'll show you the engine now. I think the engine's just your box stock, whatever the engine is in this thing. I can't remember off the top of my head what the engine actually is. I don't know if it doesn't really matter that much. But yeah, see if you can see in the interior there. You can just see the steering wheel. Initially the steering wheel is supposed to be painted black, I think, from the instructions. Like the interior is supposed to be painted black, so you just don't see note. But no, I'll show the underside too. There you go. Yeah, not that good a paint job, unfortunately, on the actual body. But on the chassis, you can get the it's got a bit of rust and a bit of soot and just road dirt and all that. Unfortunately, whenever I'd started this kit back when I was a kid, I'd only got halfway through, and there's a other end of the bush. There's a component part of the wheels that I'd accidentally glued. So when it came to attaching the wheels, I've used blue tack to attach them to the hubs, simply so that I can still allow them to rotate and be on the vehicle itself, so that I can animate it driving forward, so to speak. Otherwise it would just be a static model, and I intend to use it in a future animation, at least one or two. Then it'll inevitably be written off in the animation at some point to give me the excuse to rebuild it, as I want to fix this, as I like to do with a lot of my older models. I've keep coming back and going, I don't like this, and just rebuilding it. So I think one of the issues I'll be doing is just ripping the entire suspension and the wheel hubs out and replacing them with a completely different one, and probably jacking up the suspension. So you'll probably get to see this little tiny car on a Mazda truck chassis or something. Yeah, I'm gonna lead off to a little short slideshow with some better quality images of this. They are taken before this on my old display, so if the scenery changes, you know that's why.